Hey there, chunkers. Welcome back to Chunking to Fluency, where we make learning English fun and practical, one chunk at a time. Have you ever wondered how some people reach for the stars and actually get there? Well, today we're diving into the incredible and fascinating life of Elon Musk. And along the way, you'll pick up 10 super useful English chunks that you can start using today. Are you ready? Let's go.
Elon Musk was born in South Africa, specifically in Pretoria, on June 28, 1971. He grew up in a middle-class family with his mother, May, a model and dietitian, and his father, Errol, an engineer. Even as a child, Elon was very much into books and computers. He often spent hours reading science fiction and learning to program. He was quite a loner, preferring to spend time with his thoughts rather than playing with other kids. Elon took an interest in computers at a very young age. By the time he was 12, he had already taught himself to code and even sold his first video game, Blastar, for $500. He had a knack for understanding technology. Elon's fascination with space began early. He dreamed of going to space and making humanity a multiplanetary species. This dream stuck with him throughout his life. He also became increasingly concerned about the future of the planet. As a teenager, he started to think about ways to make the world a better place. He believed that electric cars could help reduce pollution and that space exploration was crucial for the survival of humanity. He was determined to make a difference. While he wasn't known for having a lot of close friends, he kept to himself and focused on his studies and his passion. He was always thinking ahead, planning his future. His childhood was the foundation for the ambitious and visionary person he is today. He never gave up on his dreams, and that's a valuable lesson for all of us. Elon Musk is famous for founding companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and more. His success story teaches us the power of determination, curiosity, and never giving up, even when things get tough.
Now, let's break down those 10 English chunk phrases you heard in Elon's story. These are common, natural expressions that native speakers use all the time. We'll explain what each one means, give you some sample sentences, and then we'll compare them to their Spanish equivalents. Are you ready? Let's go.
And now it's time for, drumroll please, chunks of the day. Ready, set, go. Chunk number 1. English. Quite a loner. Quite a loner. Y en español, bastante solitario. Bastante solitario. This chunk phrase describes someone who prefers to be alone and doesn't socialize much. It is used to describe someone's personality, often neutrally or slightly sympathetically. An example sentence would be, as a child, Elon Musk was quite a loner and was often lost in his own thoughts and books. Again, as a child, Elon Musk was quite a loner and was often lost in his own thoughts and books. Y en español. De niño, Elon Musk era bastante solitario, a menudo perdido en sus propios pensamientos y libros. Otra vez. De niño, Elon Musk era bastante solitario, a menudo perdido en sus propios pensamientos y libros. Chunk number 2. English. Kept to himself. Kept to himself. Y en español. Se mantenía al margen. Se mantenía al margen. This chunk phrase describes how someone has avoided sharing much with others or has remained private or reserved. It's considered to be quiet or introverted behavior. An example sentence would be, in school, Elon kept to himself and spent most of his time reading or thinking. Again, in school, Elon kept to himself and spent most of his time reading or thinking. Y en español. En la escuela, Elon se mantenía al margen y pasaba la mayor parte del tiempo leyendo o pensando. Otra vez. En la escuela, Elon se mantenía al margen y pasaba la mayor parte del tiempo leyendo o pensando. Chunk number 3. English. Took an interest in. Took an interest in. Y en español. Se interesó por. Se interesó por. This chunk describes someone that has started to become curious or enthusiastic about something. Describes the start of curiosity or engagement with a topic. An example sentence would be, Elon took an interest in technology at a very young age. Again, Elon took an interest in technology at a very young age. Y en español. Elon se interesó por la tecnología desde muy joven. Otra vez. Elon se interesó por la tecnología desde muy joven. Chunk number 4. English. Had a knack for. Had a knack for. Y en español. Tenía un don para. Tenía un don para. This chunk describes someone who is naturally good or talented at something. It indicates a natural ability or gift. An example sentence would be, even as a child, Elon had a knack for solving complex problems. Again, even as a child, Elon had a knack for solving complex problems. Y en español. Incluso de niño, Elon tenía un don para resolver problemas complejos. Otra vez, incluso de niño, Elon tenía un don para resolver problemas complejos. Chunk number 5. English. Was always thinking ahead. Was always thinking ahead. Y en español. Siempre pensaba en el futuro. Siempre pensaba en el futuro. This chunk describes the act of frequently planning for the future or someone who is always anticipating what's next. It's often used to describe visionary or strategic thinkers. An example sentence would be, Elon was always thinking ahead, imagining how the world could be improved through innovation. Again, Elon was always thinking ahead, imagining how the world could be improved through innovation. Y en español. Elon siempre pensaba en el futuro, imaginando cómo mejorar el mundo con la innovación. Chunk number 6. English. Taught himself to code. Taught himself to code. Y en español, aprendió a programar por sí mismo. Aprendió a programar por sí mismo. This chunk describes someone who has learned programming without formal instruction. It highlights self-motivation and independence in learning. An example sentence would be, just 12 years old, Elon taught himself to code and created his first video game. Again, just 12 years old, Elon taught himself to code and created his first video game. Y en español. Con solo 12 años, Elon aprendió a programar por sí mismo y creó su primer videojuego. Otra vez. Con solo 12 años, Elon aprendió a programar por sí mismo y creó su primer videojuego. Chunk number 7. English. Dreamed of going to space. Dreamed of going to space. Y en español. Soñaba con ir al espacio. Soñaba con ir al espacio. Someone who has had a strong desire or ambition to travel beyond Earth. It often describes childhood ambitions or lifelong goals. An example sentence would be, Since he was young, Elon dreamed of going to space and making humanity a multiplanetary species. Again, since he was young, Elon dreamed of going to space and making humanity a multiplanetary species. Y en español. Desde joven, Elon soñaba con ir al espacio y convertir a la humanidad en una especie multiplanetaria. Otra vez. Desde joven, Elon soñaba con ir al espacio y convertir a la humanidad en una especie multiplanetaria. Chunk number 8. English. Never gave up on. Never gave up on. Y en español. Nunca renunció a. Nunca renunció a. This chunk describes someone who has continued to believe in or pursue something despite challenges. It is a phrase that shows determination and persistence. An example sentence would be, Elon never gave up on his vision even when people doubted him. Again, Elon never gave up on his vision even when people doubted him. Y en español. Elon nunca renunció a su visión, incluso cuando la gente dudaba de él. Otra vez. Elon nunca renunció a su visión, incluso cuando la gente dudaba de él. Chunk number 9. English. Tuck with him. Tuck with him. Y en español. Se le quedó grabado. Se le quedó grabado. This chunk describes something that has stayed in someone's mind for a long time or has had a lasting impression. Describes ideas, memories, or feelings that linger. An example sentence would be, the idea of colonizing Mars stuck with him for decades. Again, the idea of colonizing Mars stuck with him for decades. Y en español. La idea de colonizar Marte se le quedó grabada durante décadas. Otra vez. La idea de colonizar Marte se le quedó grabada durante décadas. Chunk number 10. English. A middle-class family. A middle-class family. Y en español. Una familia de clase media. Una familia de clase media. This chunk describes a family with an average income, not poor, not wealthy. It's used to describe economic background. An example sentence would be, Elon Musk was born into a middle-class family in South Africa. Again, Elon Musk was born into a middle-class family in South Africa. Y en español. Elon Musk nació en una familia de clase media en Sudáfrica. Otra vez. Elon Musk nació en una familia de clase media en Sudáfrica.
So, there you have it. The inspiring story of Elon Musk and 10 powerful English chunks you can start using right now. Remember, the more you listen, practice, and repeat these phrases, the closer you'll get to true English fluency. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Chunking to Fluency, and share this video with your friends. What inspiring person should we talk about next? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time, and keep chunking your way to fluency. Be blessed.